Hey guys, it's been a while, but let's use some colored pencils today. And yes, I do sound sick because I have been sick for a while. I believe I have a cold, but let's just get into it. Here is the reference. I drew this the night before, just with pencil, and this is the idea that I'm going to go for with these stars, and I'm going to use my trusty kneaded eraser. This is an artist's best friend, and just kind of like pick up all the graphite so I can still see my sketch and just erase it and draw over it with colored pencils. Since it's been so long since I did a voiceover, I thought it would be really cool to answer some of your questions in a portion of this video. I asked my subscribers in community posts that I post every week, so look out for them. I asked you guys to ask me some questions, anything you want to know about me, and a comment that I got: how long have you been passionate about art? I believe I've been passionate about art for my entire life. I mean, I have very early memories of like working with art materials and clay and like drawing and stuff. I've just always been really interested in art and being creative, and I've been doing it my entire life, and I don't think I could stop. So yeah, I really love art. The next question is, what medium would you like to try that you haven't tried before, or maybe only got to try once or twice? Again, another really great question, and I would have to say gouache paint. I have a kit that I bought a long time ago, and I never really got into it, couldn't really figure it out, and then we started to use gouache in one of my art classes, so I kind of had to relearn, or actually learn how to use it, and I did enjoy it, and I would love to use it more. I just need to get another gouache set. So yeah, I would love to try gouache again, just like have fun with that. Thank you guys for your questions. I love to connect with you guys and let you guys know a little bit more about me, but let's get back into this drawing here. I began by outlining the hair in black before I got into the face and skin. Then I got into a dark brown and just getting some of these shadow areas like under the hair and on the side of her face, and just like trying to get her facial structures and just kind of outlining where the dark areas are. Then I moved on to a lighter brown, more of like her base skin tone, or what I could match with what I had, and just starting to lightly color in around the nose and under the neck a little bit, just so we can see those colors coming in. And it's not going to look patchy like this, and we're going to keep going over and over all the colored pencils, so all the colors will really pop and blend and shine, and it's gonna look really cool. And I almost forgot to draw in the eyebrows before I completely colored over it with the skin tone color, so I did that really quickly and then got back into coloring the skin. When you draw portraits, you just have to be mindful of the highlight areas and shadow areas of somebody's face or their body. So I'm trying to avoid those highlight areas so I don't color them in with brown, because I can't kind of go with a white colored pencil over that. So I'm keeping those areas blank, or just adding a little bit of color to it so it's not just white coming out. In the photo, there is highlight area, right, what we call the T-zone, which is like your forehead down to your nose. So her forehead is shiny there, and then she's got like highlight on her nose, and then the spots by the eyes onto the cheeks and the chin. So I left those areas blank, as you can see, and then I just colored in the rest of the body and tried to add those shadow areas on the side of the shoulders and try to keep one spot a little light so I can go back in with some highlighter. I hope you guys can understand what I am trying to explain. It's just a little difficult for me to explain because I'm not a teacher or really good at explaining things, because I know what I have in my head, and I know what I did. I think I know what I did, and I just like can't get the words all into a sentence and be like step 1, step 2, but I I don't know, it's just hard to explain because I barely remember what I did while drawing this, even though it was only a few days ago. I just kind of follow my instincts and just do what I've done before and what I think looks really good. But an important thing with colored pencils is just layering, because that's basically blending if you just keep putting colors on top of each other. But if you are interested in kind of like a step-by-step thing, I did a video a while back of how I draw with colored pencils, and I did like a really colorful portrait. So you can check that out if you really want to hear how I do this, because I just can't explain it right now for some reason. So yeah, check that out, and check out my other colored pencil drawings, because I believe I try to explain how I draw those as well. I don't know, maybe because I'm sick and I'm just having trouble, but let's just get to chatting and drawing. So besides being sick and unable to explain, I am in my 4th week of the semester. I'm a college student. I'm studying art, and the art classes that I'm taking right now, one is more of like a lecture and discussion kind of based thing. It's about like social media and like technology and stuff like that. Just a lot of words, which is I'm having trouble taking in right now, obviously, and even getting out. And that class is interesting, but maybe I'm just like not into it yet, but whatever. And the other art class that I'm taking is three-dimensional design, and so for this class we're actually like sculpting things with paper. We've been making a lot of paper sculptures that are three-dimensional, lots of shapes and triangles. These past 2 weeks we've been working on like origami stuff, so it's very tedious, time-consuming. It's just a lot of folding and creasing if you've worked with origami before. Yeah, so I can pop up on the screen right now a few things that I've made so far in this semester. They're all really cool. I do like them. It just took so long to make all of these things. So we're just about done with this portrait here, just finishing up on the hair, and she also had a tattoo on her arm that I can only see part of, so that's what I did. And I'm just getting more into the details. Mostly just went back on a few spots and just shaded them a bit more and adding some more darkness to the darker spots like the eyes and under the neck there. And then I wanted to continue with the sketch that I had where it's like kind of like a fuzzy star, so I just went back with the colors that I used and just like did some shading in between the star legs. What are those called? Anyways, I'll just let you enjoy that because the stars were my favorite part of this portrait. And I just went back in before I finished with some more details, and then brought out the paint markers and jelly pens just to really make those details pop even more. Sometimes what I like to do with these paint markers is to use my finger to blend out the paint before it dries, because it is wet paint. So I like to color it in a bit and then kind of use my finger to smooth out the color and to kind of blend it in so it's not so streaky and just like lines. And now we are done. I really like the background. I'm definitely gonna incorporate these fuzzy stars into everything I draw now. So thank you for your questions and comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this drawing chat with me, and make sure to like this video, give it a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all next time, guys. Bye!